From a purely psychological standpoint, it would be psychopathic or narcissistic. People that go on a dating site and they show a picture that was 30 pounds and 10 years ago to attract more males or females, depending on what their target is, they know that this is going to hit the wall, because if they do get a hit, they get an attraction, they go to a meeting, they know they're going to be barely recognizable when they show up. So they know it's going to hit a wall that, okay, I can show A and then present B, so I am going to have to come clean. They're going to see the difference. How do they justify that and ignore the fact that they're going to have to pay the piper? They're going to have to come clean eventually.
Yeah, so there are two things that happen. One is that if you had that happen to you, you start believing that other people do it as well.
Yeah.
Right? So
he or she's not going to show up looking that way either.
That's right. So that's one of the things about the slippery slope of society, right? So if somebody disappointed you with their picture, now you are disappointing. So that's one. The second thing is rationalization. I had one person came to me and said, I know I'm 40, but I really feel like I look 36. So wouldn't it be actually more honest to say 36 because it's a better description
exactly.
of what I am? But
yeah.
So that's the second thing. And the third one is that people are hopeful that if the other person would only give a chance to know the real them, they will fall in love with them. And that I think first of all, it doesn't work. And of course, the gap between expectation and reality is off-putting. So people don't give them a real chance. But there is this belief for some people that the real self is better than the observed self from the picture. And look, it's a tough world going on online dating. Personally, I look kind of strange, right? So if I had to go on online dating, it will be tough. It will be tough. And if all the world sees you just based on your picture, so I'm just talking about myself now. But if I thought that all the world saw was just my picture, and they judge me based on that, and I had this is more extreme, but I had people who talked slowly to me because they thought I couldn't comprehend. People make all kind of association based on how we look,
right,
on other things. So imagine somebody who doesn't look that good, and the world of online dating is become more and more about looks. And now you say, how do I get my other attributes to shine? This platform is not allowing that to come through. So what they're saying is, let me get them to a meeting. Let me just get them to a meeting and they'll see the real me. The problem is that strategy doesn't work. But if I had the power, I would change the dating platform. I would try to make the dating platform less about just looks and include more attributes and force people to have a slightly deeper process. Because that superficial process, by the way, if you think that looks is the initial screening, it's leaving a lot of wonderful people out there without romantic love.
Yeah, I get you. With a head like mine, I would still be single if it was all. I've been bald since I was 12, so it wasn't exactly. And I grew up when hair gods were in the 80s and stuff, 70s and 80s, when everybody had big hair. And I was bald, so it would have been tough for me on dating sites back in that day.
Yeah, we actually calculated that. So we got a lot of data from an online dating site, and we could ask the question of what different attributes are worth. So for example, I'm 5'9", and I could say if I wanted to be as attractive as a 5'10" person, somebody who's 1 inch taller, how much more money would I have to make a year to make up for that? And it turns out it's a lot.
Oh, really?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's over $20,000
Really? What'd you
per
find out
inch.
about baldness?
I don't want to tell you, but you have to make lots of money to make up for baldness. I'm sorry to tell you.
I bet it's a lot more than 20,000.
It's more, but it's not just because people and women are superficial. I mean, we are, but it's not just because of that. It's also because these platforms direct us. We talked about choice architecture. If a platform asks you, what's the height of your desired person, and you say 5'10", you'll never see a lovely 5'9" person. If you say, I don't want to see bald people, you'll never see somebody who's lovely and bald. So the technology is actually redirecting our choices in ways that are not always easy for us to understand and understand the consequences of that. So once we understand that, we need to redesign platforms in a better way.
Yeah, and again, that's how people don't understand that they can default themselves out of choices, opportunities, where they might miss good experiences, good people, good opportunities by structuring themselves out. They might miss me because I'm bald, but they would also miss Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He's bald too. And they say, oh my God, here's one of the most handsome movie stars in the world, because they have something prefixed in their mind.